threes. You didn't hold it. Greetings, one and all. This is Tony and LPHQ East with Jeremiah live at EPCOT. Jeremiah, what's going on?
Today, we are here at EPCOT. I know this is a very weird angle. I decided to do this for some horrible reason. We are going to do the Disney Figment Brush with the Masters.
Okay.
Anybody that's been around for the Fest of the Arts knows that this is something that we always do. It's lots of fun. You walk around, see pieces of art that were inspired by true pieces of art, and then somebody decided to stick figment in them, a true piece of art.
While we have you this way, do you have a popcorn bucket in your hand?
I do not.
Or you didn't buy it? Okay.
No, I do not invest in said popcorn buckets. That's why if you happen to go look at my own personal Instagram, Jeremiah Good, you can see me doing a unforgivable spell to Figment.
Yeah, if you look on laughingplace.com, we just posted a new Jared Murayama designed popcorn bucket, all kinds of pictures. But apparently Jeremiah did not get it. It's
No.
really hard to say Jeremiah and Jared Murayama
Yes.
without rolling my tongue. But
Jeremiah is just holding the popcorn bucket. The nice cast members at the popcorn stand decided that they trusted me enough to not run away with it. So let's go over the basics, shall we? So this is the playing field that has the layout of all of the different countries around the World Showcase. And that's where we put our stickers that we find these stickers. Again, anybody that's been with us for a while understands that trying to do this one-handed is next to impossible. So we will not be doing the stickers. Tony will be keeping track, or better yet, we'll be using our good friends at fantasylandnews.com because they have the entire layout of where all the stickers and paintings are, because that helps my time as opposed to spending 20 minutes in Norway. So where
we like that.
Yeah. The sad thing is this has gotten pretty easy. It's not difficult if you know anything about art to identify where these would all be. Like literally I said Norway, and look, there's a troll with Figment. Where do we think the Mona Lisa would be?
What's funny is the Trolls with Figment is not a classic piece, but something that was done as an homage to Maelstrom in the Norway Pavilion.
Yeah. No, that's great. And one of the fun things is if you happen to go to an art on demand, which I think the only one that is not in a hotel is still at Disney Springs at the Art of Disney.
Do they not have the one in the America Pavilion anymore?
Oh, that's right. They do. I forget all about that one because it's usually like the second thought after everything.
And the Tower Fair gift shop has one because that's where the Pixar one is now.
Yes.
Yep.
You can go. Wow, there's a close zoom up. I'm getting off of my face. You can go and get most of the art from there. So the art on demand, you can print off what you want, which is pretty cool. I know this is nothing compared to our friends up in the Northeast that are, frozen. Definitely. But we've got a pretty strong breeze here. So if at some point I just kind of fall back, that's that. We did have some rain earlier, but overall.
Yeah, it was raining earlier. But it's right now my thermometer is reading 69 degrees outside. So
yeah. Oh, it's
going to get cold tonight here in Florida.
Is it? I saw that we had freeze warnings, but I didn't believe it.
We are live, so if you have comments or questions, anything you want to see, let us know. Tara was quite excited for us to start. Fred says greetings, and Spencer says hello, everyone. Hello,
and there is Rob Kaz showing off some of his artwork.
During the
This is all.
festival, the artists are always on scene, but I feel like Rob Kaz is one that's there every day.
Yeah, he's a local, which is great. Rob Kaz art is always beautiful. And then, of course, he has his own personal, like not Disney, but just the animal world, which if you want to purchase this, it's so nice that he has it at Disney's Animal Kingdom, always on display. So we are starting walking towards Canada. This is, my always first choice when I go in, because I don't drink around the world, so I don't need to do the strong margarita first. So hopefully I can make it around to the beer in Canada.
I always finish with Mexico personally if I'm doing that, but
Have you made it out for the festival, Tony?
have I? I know there was talks about going tonight. I don't think I've been. Have we? No. No. I am being told no, we have not gone this year.
Well, I think you would have known with, artwork you would have brought home.
Also true, but we are currently on a no spending policy because we're going on the Destiny in a matter of days. And I know that has an art on demand system going back to that conversation. And that's trouble. So.
Yeah, Destiny has some beautiful art on it. Heroes and Villains on there is great. So, and
Canada
they have
goes first always. I agree, Karen.
And they have the Haunted Mansion Parlor art on demand on there. So,
yeah,
one of those things I regret. One of my friends bought a piece, and when it got to his house, he was showing it on his social media. And I was like, oh, okay. That's my next purchase when I go on that ship next. It is a bit of a busy day here. I mean, it hasn't, I feel like it's been busy since this festival started, but I think a lot of people did run away from the north.
That too. I know we have friends from Kentucky who were directly in the path, and they came down here and they'll be here for a week. And now there's a chance that there might be a second wave, basically. So they might end up staying here longer, but we'll see. But to your point is, yes, people are leaving and coming down here.
Yeah. Oh, if you can only smell the maple popcorn. Hey, look. Well, you can't really see. Let me zoom in some.
Did they put the chalk art up?
They did.
Okay, good. I'm particularly keen on this one because it's Brother Bear. I would say particularly keen eye, but that's Coda.
Yeah, they put that up finally. Because as we noted on day one, quite a few of them weren't present. So I'm guessing it just took a little while.
Because you pointed out the ones in the UK weren't there either, right?
Yeah, UK and America didn't have theirs. So we will definitely do a bit of a walk in the UK also. For Canada, they always put it in here.
They put it in the gift shop to make you go into the retail location? No, go on.
It's funny, the heat is on in some of these shops. So you walk inside and it goes from, oh, it's nice to, oh, it's hot. Canada always has some of the best merchandise. Only here for the poutine.
Is a lot of the hockey stuff still on the shelves there?
I don't really see much of the hockey stuff.
I've heard there's been an influx in demand thanks to a certain HBO Max show.
There we go. Dreamers Woods. One of my favorite hoodies that I've ever had I bought here at EPCOT. And it was just one of those random times I came here, and it was a cold day or a cold visit. I was from California. I was still in California at the time. And it was just a Mexico hoodie. Like, I think it had the flag, said EPCOT on it. No reason for it to be my favorite hoodie, but I wore that thing to death.
I mean, if it's comfy, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what makes a good hoodie.
Yeah.
Tragically, all my comfy hoodies were stolen. I guess they're technically still mine.
I was
but
like,
it's
she's
fallen
right
into
next to you.
but it has fallen into the what's mine is yours category. So
Yeah, right now I have a Luminous hoodie that I got right after you and I saw it. Like
yeah.
probably later that month. That's a 2XL that I just swim in now. I was like, this is the best thing ever.
I always upsize a hoodie.
Yeah. Especially if it's a big, thick one.
Yeah.
Because those of you who have never been to Florida, in the few cold months that we have, it gets cold for us.
You're
And a hoodie
generous.
is perfect.
I would say few cold weeks, but yes.
I know. Well, the weeks can be in between months. So. Yeah, it's a quiet Monday. I mean, well, not quiet because if you can see the crowd in front of me, it's.
Yeah, we're getting to that point where I can really gauge because this is one of the most iconic pinch points of the park coming up.
Yes.
Any characters happen to be to your right here?
No. Which usually around this time, either here or in America, is the meet and greet time where everybody just appears.
Yeah. Especially this time of year, which I think is what you meant by that. But yeah.
Yes.
Adrian says one favorite at Disney World will be Fantasmic, or is always Fantasmic. I don't know, but yeah. When's the last time you saw Fantasmic, Jeremiah?
I was about to say last year, but yeah, that was 3 weeks ago. It's been a few months, but and you know how much I hate to say this. It is the best version of Fantasmic.
Currently, yes.
Yes. No, the original always will be the best version, but yeah, between this and what the California version has become, yes. We are doing some bottle engraving for some of the perfume in here, and that perfume is strong.
Like France Pavilion strong or Norway Pavilion strong?
France Pavilion is strong.
Okay.
Yeah. No, nothing's ever Norway Pavilion strong.
Karen, I still wholeheartedly miss Illumination. Which version, Karen? Let us know. Let us know in the comments.
Nerd.
Right. I mean, there were several.
Yes, but the one that ran the longest was
Reflections of Earth.
yeah. And Illuminations 25 A or B was not a good version. I have both those on CD somewhere. Oh look, Little Boy Purple,
There he is.
which I think should have been Little Boy Purple instead of Dragon and Blue. Yeah, let's walk out and see if we can see any of our chalk characters. I loved Illuminations with the exception of the 7 minutes of, look, here's just music.
Yes.
Not that I hated the music. I love the music, but there was nothing going on except for the globe moving.
Except for the globe. And if you couldn't see it clearly,
yeah,
you had no idea the story being told. And even then, it was an abstract version of said story they were telling. So it was also hard to interpret for a lot.
Well, unless I'm completely missing them, none of the characters were added out here.
I remember them being on the building to your left.
Yeah. There is Peter Pan, but he is the only thing that is out here.
Because I remember the Roger Rabbit bunny, not Roger Rabbit,
Robin
Robin
Hood.
Hood bunny, Skippy, running around there somewhere. Roger
Yeah.
Rabbit bunny, Tony Betty.
And there's 1 point removed. Yeah, Peter Pan, but they did have, Sword in the Stone characters back there. And here, for the longest time, they did have Robin Hood. But yeah, it looks like just Peter Pan this year.
There you go. Karen said, Reflections of Earth for sure. Saw it almost every night for 2 years while I worked in the Italian pavilion, and I still loved it.
I'm having a face off right now. Hang on.
Is that a squirrel?
It's a squirrel.
Yep.
Okay, now he's gone, of course, as
The leaf.
yeah, but he just stopped and stared at me. I'm like, oh, okay.
Amy says, Good afternoon from a very cold and icy Texas.
Ooh.
Greetings, Amy. Thank you for joining us.
Hopefully
from a
we can.
moderate and
Yeah.
temperate Florida. For now, we have freeze warnings for today.
What is our weather supposed to get down to this evening?
Let's have a look, shall we?
So we can try to make anybody else feel, oh, poor Florida.
It could. Hold on. Winds are supposed to come in later tonight. And it's looking around 35 to 40.
And I just heard the entire number of people watching us go, that's not
Yeah, no,
cold.
I mean, yeah. My car has a freeze alert, and it basically triggers anytime it's under 39 degrees. And it's happened a few times in the last couple of weeks. And it just goes beep, 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 and it makes me panic. Something happened to my car. And then I see it. I'm like, oh, it's a freeze alert.
That's when I wake up, my Alexa will have a trying to give it space so I don't trigger anybody's. It'll have a notification. I'll just feel like delete. I know what it is.
Nikki B says, poor Florida. 100%. We know we're in the minority here. It's still cold for us, okay? But it's not this. It's not what's happening elsewhere.
No. It's not day after tomorrow out there.
Amy says they have snow on top of ice everywhere in the Dallas area. And Karen says, I'll mince my thoughts on poor Florida from 8-inch snow and ice-covered Delaware. This is a family life. Thank you, Karen. No, we know that there's much worse out there right now.
I mean, when we are beating California for the nice weather.
Yeah.
Skyliner is down right now. That's one of the other things.
I saw that the refurb started yesterday, and I think it's for a week.
Yes. Oh, while we're walking over here, you did not watch our first day of EPCOT coverage. We have Lorcana, the major Lorcana cards are put out all throughout the park. But if you want to take part in the actual Lorcana scavenger hunt, you have to be here pretty early to get the cards and the booklet.
I know. Ask, are they done for the day already?
Oh, yeah. When I walked in, they were already closed up.
And what time did you walk in?
Little 11:30 or so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's been consistent before noon.
Nikki says, I understand. 80 is hot for me. Nikki B, you're in Seattle. How are things in Seattle right now?
They're really good after yesterday's game.
That I've heard about too.
Yeah, I was watching. I couldn't care less about any type of sports, but if there's a home team playing, I'll always watch to see what I can find. But that game was a bit of a heartbreaker last night. And I said it earlier, there are only two reasons for me to watch the Super Bowl now, and that's the amazing American entertainment of Green Day and Bad Bunny. That's all I'm going to say about that before somebody shuts me down. Guessing,
Yeah, they don't have a list.
guessing this is where it is because it's where it has been for the past couple of years. Oh no, it was right there. Oh, I have to walk out. There's a robot. Separate the toys from the alcohol. Yeah.
How many doors?
Based on the picture I'm looking at, that seems right.
Oh, there it is. It's so funny. All the times I've been out to Disneyland Paris, I just go, I don't need to buy that because I can buy it here.
And here I bought one out there.
Yeah.
And it was 30% off here. What?
Yeah. There we go. Reflections of Imagination. Which is one of my favorite pieces with the Figment in there.
Nikki B says, are all the paintings in stores? Apparently.
Yeah, guess so far.
Amy says she loves that painting.
This always frightens me when there's random tape on the ground, and I know this is for the wine shop. You will find this funny, Tony. As I was sitting waiting to go live, a guest was walking by talking to the person he was with, and his statement was, Epcot used to be the only park you could drink in. I was like, yes, until 89.
Yeah, it was basically anywhere that there was no Magic Kingdom or like Castle Park. And even then, asterisk, because couldn't you drink in Club 33 in California?
Yes.
Yeah.
At some point I'd love to get the brie in a bread bowl here, but that line is always so long.
That means it's good in most cases.
Well, it's hard to go wrong with brie and a bread bowl.
It's caramel and chocolate butter.
It's like fondue. Here comes the true pinch point, the Disney Arts booths.
I'd like to point out that I said one of the biggest pinch points, but
this one during the festival,
especially during the festival.
So do you guys have food plans for tonight when you're walking the festival?
Not to my knowledge. We have food plans. I just got to shrug. It's funny because we were talking about the Skyliner being down. our friends from Kentucky who are evading the cold and snow. They're like, "Oh yeah, we found a good deal at Pop Century. Booked it. They're on their way here. They drove down over the weekend." And I said, we were talking about their deal and how they're only there for a few days. I thought it'd be nice. And I was like, "Yeah, the deal's probably there because the Skyliner is going down for refurbishment." And it
Yeah.
was like shattered glass, like ruined their day. Sorry. They checked in and it was the first day of the refurb. And the whole reason they picked Pop Century was because of the Skyliner.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it says it on the website.
Yes. Oh no, I was standing in front of Frozen, which is down starting today.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that bypassed the sign at the entrance to the pavilion, and the cast members that are penetrating to, keep them occupied, and walked all the way up to the door before they realized, oh, Frozen is down.
Yeah. How long is that down for?
We just know until February.
Okay. Because they are enhancing it, so it's more like its overseas counterparts
Yes.
with actual faces, to kind of paraphrase the Great Movie Ride quote. But,
And no matter what it says about the shop being closed, which we'll go into in a little while, the shop is in fact open still. Okay, one of my favorite chock full of characters.
Abu.
I'm for some reason trying to steal just pop.
So, for those of us regular Laughing Place viewers, later on tonight, Disney Parks Talk Live will be happening at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern.
Are we
Jeremiah,
sure about that?
I've not heard otherwise, and it's on schedule. So, anyway, I'm sure one of the things that we talked about was Bob Iger checking out the Abu Dhabi site, and I almost made the title for that stream later Abu Dhabi.
Oh, thank you for not.
I did not, but I also thought if without the context, it looks like I'm calling Abu the monkey Bobby. So, what is this?
That is the Morocco figment, I believe it is called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his face is part of the mural in there. Also, I just gave it away to a family walking in.
You're welcome.
Ashley, which one is it? Look up there.
Fred asks, what trailers do you think we'll see at the Super Bowl? Probably another Hoppers one.
I'm guessing, well, we'll see an Avengers.
Oh, for sure.
But
that's a given. But will it be one we've already seen, or will it be a new one?
No, it'll be a complete. It won't just be the teasers. The one that I think is going to show up and it's going to surprise us all is Spider-Man. Like, we haven't heard a thing about Spider-Man. That comes out before Avengers does.
What about Mando and Grogu?
Yeah, I'm sure. But the Spider-Man one is the one that, I'm excited for Avengers Doomsday. Like, no matter what they show, I'll be like, ooh, that's cool. But Spider-Man is one of those things that it comes out, I don't remember the date, but it's July, I believe. And, other than we know that it's coming out in July, haven't seen or heard a thing about it, which is very surprising, because it's the world we live in.
I'll say my hot take of what I don't want to see. Do not show me a Toy Story 5 trailer. Because I don't want it to overshadow Hoppers. And I'm already afraid of that happening because it's literal weeks after Hoppers comes out. Who's this on the right?
That is Doug Boley.
Okay.
I'll come in and show what his piece is. Or maybe I won't.
We like that Winnie the Pooh one.
Yeah, I love that Winnie the Pooh one. The Oswald Nortinsky one is great. Jared? That one. I can fly, I suppose. Oh, here we go. That is
Nice.
dub stuff. And I just love that one. Okay, let's continue on.
Like falling is awfully scary, but I was telling you.
It's France Africa.
Excuse me, sorry.
You can tell how exciting I am. Tony's falling asleep at the keyboard.
No, that's unrelated. I earlier you kind of stood up for me with a joke Kyle had made going completely inside LP.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you met
but there was
me?
basically before that
Jeez.
he made.
I think you would would be probably more willing to. He really.
This one,
He doesn't.
You
He's
heard the coughing and you could probably hear me
nice
sounding a little
guy.
nasal.
yeah. No, again, I think the entire team is just falling apart.
Well, so I blame the fact that, as we've talked about, kind of, it has been cold and hot for like 2 weeks now here, and it's finally caught up with me. I had avoided it, and then now,
I don't want you. I don't want you to be.
Yeah,
and then as I was
I-
avoiding it, I kind of injured myself as a result of it in a way. So,
Were you just jumping out of the way of the cold? Oh,
I have aggressive sneezes, and I got
oh yeah. You don't have to say it anymore.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm currently like this entire thing could take me about a half hour to 45 minutes, but I'm on the slower side right now, so I'm just kind of hopping along. This one is not inside the store.
I was wondering, didn't we talk about it the other day?
Yes,
Yeah.
the wave of inspiration should be the wave of imagination, but still.
Fred, who do you think will win the Super Bowl? A completely Disney-related topic.
Green Day.
There you go.
No, I just for the sake that it's somebody new. I would like to see the Seahawks win.
I'm sure Nikki B will be pleased with that answer.
Yeah, even though they beat the Rams, but that was a good game last night. But the Patriots versus Seahawks isn't something we've seen a million times in the past few years. Wow, look at us talking sports. What are we, Rebecca?
That's funny.
Okay, so we're done with Japan. We are heading towards America.
Rebecca being our main ESPN correspondent here at Laughing
Yeah.
Place. Who's there tonight? For the Disney on Broadway musical series. I thought we were also closer to that sign.
Yeah, thank you. I was like,
I apologize.
even if I did Zoom at this point, I'm like, no. I believe there should be a drawn anim. I'm sorry, a sketch class coming up shortly.
Now, if they draw Ariel for the animation class, will Jodie Benson be in the audience crying?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I was so just bracing for a pun right then. I didn't want to hear it, but
No pun. Just that whole fiasco was just hugely entertaining to me.
Adam Jacobs and Isabella, we have some of their stuff from day one up on our YouTube. But they are for the Animation Academy drawing Incredibles,
Ooh.
12:30 and 1:30.
2D illustrations of 3D animated characters.
Hey, they had to start somewhere.
It's true. That is true. I just laugh at that. I always laugh at that. Mostly with the newer stuff too. One of my favorite comfort watches is on Disney Plus. It's a show called Sketchbook. Sketchbook? Yeah. It basically it's artists like Mark Hen. They're talking characters and they're talking about the career at Disney, and then they have one where it was the girl who did Encanto and their sketches of Mirabelle as though it were a hand drawn film, and I was just like, I get that there's concept art and stuff like that too, but it's not the same.
Yeah. The Acme booth here has Star Wars and Marvel prints, and just this is usually where I end up buying something. I feel like if Mike was watching, he'd be like, "Okay, I need this." That one's amazing.
Yeah, we'll be out with him in a second. Who's in here? Can you get the jug?
It's a great one.
Oh,
Thanos.
Yep, it's all good. That's Thanos.
So I don't think that I told this story, or I may have. Opening day of the festival, I was in Art at Disney looking around, and this is where they have all the original pieces.
Yeah.
And by original means multi-$1,000 pieces. And there was this nice $9,000 piece that had jewels on it, hanging on the wall. And as I look down, there is a parent pushing a stroller, and the girl is just running her hand across the piece.
Yeah.
And I just gasped. I had to turn my head. Hey, look.
In Art of Disney kiosk. Or Art on Demand rather. And the Figment piece.
Yes. And the original Jason Ratner piece for Disney's Hollywood Studios. Well, while we're here, let's take a look at
the look of the frame around it. That's fun.
Yeah.
On the back wall, you see if the World of Color one's
the
still there.
limited edition like campus version of
It
it.
looks. That Ahsoka one is amazing. I do love that spaceship Earth.
Oh, it's fun. I feel like Space Mountain's kind of the outlier in that piece, but
Ciao. I don't see the World of Color piece yet.
it might be on the other wall. It's cut paper. Or they might have sold. I would like it to have sold, but it wasn't sold to me.
I love that one. Detective. This is one that I've talked to you about so many times. Yeah, they did a whole princess line, and this is Princess Tiana. But if you know Fanny, our 2024-2025 ambassador, it looks just like her.
But that's the original.
No,
Maybe.
but
Oh,
they do. That was well. It's been here for a while, so they may have just pulled in
that's
to
true.
put up the new stuff.
That one's cool.
Yeah, and this is always like, I know that I will never own an original piece of this, but walking in there is very cool just to see, because a lot of the pieces, when they're out in the booth, are just on canvas. So like Tony was saying with the Roll of Color one, it was cut paper. There's one Lilo and Stitch that has like real lay on it. Well, not real because it's plastic flowers, but a lay. And the Tiana one had jewels. The one that the child was running her hand over was one of the other princess ones, just like that. So you could tell the jewels were there. American Adventure, we are bypassing the Voice of Liberty. Thanks, Kyle.
But if you want to see any Voices of Liberty performances, we probably have at least a couple dozen on our YouTube channel. So be
Not
sure-
enough. Oh. Yeah, it is a, sorry everybody, but a beautiful day here at EPCOT.
Practice like a champion.
Uh,
So I got my third pack.
no characters are out right now. See if anything's been added to Italy too.
Hey, in 2027, there might be a new edition. It'll probably be 2028. Let's be real.
Or are we talking about a cat?
Yeah. You want to talk about Pixar projects I'm excited for that are upcoming? Yeah, Hoppers looks great. Toy Story 5, of course, I'm going to go see. But Gato is the one that has my attention.
Isn't that the their return to 2D?
So,
I honestly do not know the story behind this. I've not read into it, but all I keep seeing is Pixar is turning to 2D. I was like, that kind of goes against everything.
so when Pete Docter talked about it, he talked about them taking inspiration from Italian paintings. And when they was talking about it, they said they were doing tests and whatnot. So it will be CG, but it will have the look of a moving, living painting. We'll see.
Yeah. Luca, not on the second floor.
Were they on the second floor last year?
No, it's a music joke.
Ah,
So this is probably in the exact same spot. And I do have a great story if it is. Well, I have a great story for this no matter what. But
I got it. Thank you so much. What was your name?
so here's the Mona Figment.
Hi.
And I believe it was 2 years ago. I was at Disneyland Paris. Well, I was at the Louvre one day.
was that after
And-
you burned down the cathedral?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Notre Dame was quite a few years ago. And the Louvre, I had nothing to do with the jewelry heist either. But I was at the Louvre on the last day of my visit to Paris, and I got a picture with the Mona Lisa. The next day was the opening day of Fest of the Arts, and then I got a picture next to the Mona Figment, which
Mona
just
Figment
completely.
about 6 times larger than the real Mona Lisa.
Oh yeah. Oh, Italy. Yeah, but that's one of my favorite. Like when that pops up on my memories, it's just how silly that is.
I don't think Nikki B's making a joke because I think this is part of it. The password for the Louvre was Louvre.
Oh yes.
Like it was something dumb like that for sure.
Well, we all know what the password is for most of the locked doors at Disneyland or Walt Disney
You
World.
said it. I was not going to, but you said it, and
I'm not going to say what it is, but
if it's a 4-digit key lock,
Halfway there.
bet you can guess within 3 shots.
well, I always joke when I'm at Disneyland. If you, I think this has probably changed more, but pre-COVID, you could walk up to the lockers and probably, again, hit in those 4 digits and open at least 25% of them.
Yeah.
So even the little town is celebrating the Festival of the Arts.
My favorite thing to do over here is the DuckTales game. But right where you are, there's a part where, depending on which story you get, they're all the residents are entranced, and they have glowing red eyes.
Oh yes.
So if you go play it and nobody around you knows what you're doing, you can trigger it, and then at least some adult will have a reaction like,
Did I
what?
just see that? Yeah.
"What is happening?"
No, the other day I was in Mexico. I think it was opening day of the festival, and somebody was triggering 2 different activations inside the pyramid. So the sounds were very interesting,
Mhm.
and the people who have no clue are just looking around, or the people that are just drinking around the world and they've already had too much.
Oh, so like
I
my.
remember I was playing in Germany, and I triggered the one where Donald comes out on the glockenspiel up there,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a guy, and like he was, you and I both can relate. He was the one that was like trying to be like the
And kind of
factual guy,
protecting it in the
guy,
soft.
told everybody everything. But it was funny because he's like, see, and that's just the magic of a Disney touch. They don't have to do that. They just have this come out and it's Donald. Had no idea it was part of a game.
Yeah.
Just thought it was something that happened on the hour. Made me laugh.
Yeah. Much like my gentleman earlier, the EPCOT was the only park you used to be able to drink in
Yep.
until there were more than 2. Yes. So this one, at the heart of all creation. Oh, good, you can see it. I was like, where it sits with the sun, it kind of blacks it out.
It
But
did a little, yeah.
yeah, also with the trees, when it gets cold and these trees all close up, it's just so weird. So I'm used to the middle of summer where there's actually leaves and.
I miss trees in the Disney parks anyway. And I don't mean open green spaces and lawns, cough, cough, Toontown. I mean trees.
See, this is what I'd prefer around here. It is just a guitarist, a violinist, and a bassist. Just plain. Like no silly instruments, no weird puppets. Okay,
Weird
he is.
puppet. What?
You need to go back and watch these storytellers from holidays around the world
Oh,
if you're
okay.
not sure what that is. I mean, it was a marionette, but there were lots of them. It was one of those things that I walked away from going, I must be having a fever right now. And do you remember the first few years of the Fest of the Arts when they had the stickers back here also? I'm sorry, the chock full of character.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember what they were. Were they Lion King?
Yes, it was Timon and Pumbaa's butt. It would just be random, like on one of the walls.
We're getting to the best one, though, in my opinion.
The best one wasn't there
Oh, what?
on opening day.
How dare they?
Yeah, the most iconic, which was the poster and really represented the festival for the first few years. Could not find them. I also miss when that Coke, you would open it and you get squirted.
What?
The little Coke machine.
You said that, and the first thing I thought of was at Hollywood Studios, back before Toy Story Land, back before Galaxy's Edge, the giant Coke bottle that the top just lifted off to start spraying mist everywhere.
Nope, this one you would open the lid and you get squirted.
What time does the bridge lift up so the globe can come out?
Well, it looks like the pieces have already been placed. So the bridge shall not be raising again.
I feel like that happens like every 3 days.
Yeah. Hey,
Like it's
look.
not every day like it used to be.
I mean, this could have been there the first day, but I know I did not see this.
There it is.
Mushu and Cricky. But the problem with it is, it's right next to one of the Lorcana cards.
No.
Also, each year, what they have, this one, they have the Easter eggs, they have Spike the Bee,
Olaf's Christmas.
Remy, Olaf. So they have quite a few scavenger hunts. And some of them change where the things are. I can almost guarantee I know exactly where this one is because it has not changed ever. Getting ready to put the pandas out here, it looks like.
Oh, for Flower and Garden.
Yeah. One of the fun things about coming towards the end of this festival is they've already put a lot of the topiaries out for Flower and Garden so they can start prepping them. So you get the best of two festivals.
Unless you're someone who thinks of every festival being food and wine, in which case the menus aren't changed over yet. What are we looking at?
Oh, look at that. Send me that little file.
Ducks?
Baby ducks.
Oh, there they are.
Okay, we can sit here and do this all day.
I just wanted to throw that away.
But unlike the people who pay quite a bit for their multi-day ticket here, I have an annual pass, and looking at ducks is cute, but it's not something I do 15 minutes out of my day or take 30 pictures of. Okay, we're going to walk in here and then we're going to walk back out through the store because I've not seen any of the Year of the Horse stuff.
Ah.
And this is a guarantee. Somebody will always be sitting here.
Little brother.
Yeah, that was one when I was trying to take the pictures on the first day. And yes, I understand it's a bench. And yes, it's not the best placement for that. But like somebody is sitting there for 20 minutes just playing on their phone as I'm like, can I just take a picture, please? Please? Oh, look.
Huzzah.
The ox and the dragon.
Where's Figment in that one? Oh, there he is.
Ta-da. Okay, let's head in through the shop and see what doesn't fit.
Next door on the right.
Do you think it'll be Horus? Do you think it'll be Bullseye? Do you think it'll be Khan?
You would think it would be Colin. Colin!
Philippe? Who else? There's so many. I just can't think of their names. Cyril? I would love to see
Yeah.
Cyril one.
Fruit Loops or Cocoa Pops?
Cyril. Cyril. Mr. Toad's buddy, that's a horse. I cannot believe I forgot about Maximus.
Yeah, he's great.
there was something on socials. It was like
Arguably the best Disney horse.
it was for pin trading. And it was a question, and of course, the person had to record it, and it was name 3 horses, and I want to say it was 3 princesses that married into royalty. And I was like, this is one of those too much. Looks like no Disney horse.
Do you think if California's Lunar New Year stuff doesn't sell well, it'll start showing up here too?
Sadly, it won't. We've gotten some at times at the same time, but it's one of those things that I miss. I understand they don't have to do it here. We don't need to do special celebrations to draw people in. But, things like Lunar New Year.
I want you to say that again while you're at EPCOT during the Festival of the Arts, but go on.
I'm at EPCOT at the Festival of the Arts.
Yep, where they don't have to have special things happening all the time to draw people in. Go on.
No, I mean like special events. The festivals, yes. But we don't have things like Lunar New Year or any of the smaller celebrations that they'll do at DCA to pull people in. Yeah, at one point, there were always little things. Cough, Star Wars weekends. But it is at the point now where... But this year, we may see things change. Who knows? Okay. We are getting on the long flight from China to Norway. I only say it's a long flight because last year I flew from Hong Kong to Disneyland Paris. So it's a long flight.
You sleep on planes?
I have not in quite a few years. I will say my last trip, earlier this month,
Off a little bit.
I decided to... No, I didn't decide. I'm like, okay, I'm done. And I walked into one of the, shops in the airport and bought a neck pillow that actually has like hard plastic support, which for me is one of those things that I need, but I've always been really picky and I paid probably way too much for it, but it helped me sleep. So I was happy. See, here's the sign. And every time I've walked into this pavilion, somebody's been standing directly in front of that sign. I don't understand. Like when I came to take the pictures earlier, there was a group standing there drinking their beers. I was like, you guys could stand literally anywhere in the park,
Yep.
but you have to stand right in front of the sign. So the cast members are doing pin trading and playing with Olaf bubble wands. And for some reason, we're looking at the ground.
Olaf bubble wands?
Yeah.
What is an Olaf bubble wand?
Well, it's an Olaf on a wand that blows bubbles.
Oh, I'm thinking like it's bubbles that are shaped like Olaf or something.
So yes, closed for refurbishment.
That character's designed for merchandise, so you never know.
I would say they even have the waterfall off, but the waterfall's been off for a while.
Can you see the
Sword? Yes.
sword? Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those things when I was walking over here. I was like, well, that takes away some of the fun.
I'm assuming that might not be in the game right now. But...
Yeah, I definitely need to come back and play the DuckTales World Showcase Adventure again. It is a really fun game. I mean, I enjoyed Kim Possible. Agent P, that was my favorite because Perry is the best. And there is that classic piece of art. over the falls. And I'm not going to walk up that way because my nose is clear right now. And as much as I love that smell, I do not need it permeating my brain for the rest of the day. Yeah, this is the most quiet I've seen it back here since probably
Maelstrom?
before it opened. Yes. But hey, you stick Fast Pass on Maelstrom. It's a popular ride.
So it's funny because yes, I know that's controversial, but even when Fast Pass was on it, I never saw it outside of a peak season or the day it closed
Yeah.
with more than a 15.
Yeah, because it never needed Fast Pass. They stuck it on there to, hey, look, Fast Pass on all of these new attractions. But yeah, I have that's a hill I will die on every like that was my favorite ride. No, it wasn't. You do not remember it correctly if that was your favorite ride.
I loved it, but I would never call it my favorite.
No, it was cheats. Like it was EPCOT classic.
Would
But
I
you
literally push people out of my way to not sit through the movie? Yes.
see, I enjoyed the movie.
So
Um,
I had friends literally kidnap me and make me watch it because I had never done it before. And then when I saw that it was the guy who directed Shaw's student film with like the grinding metal at the beginning, like Viking flashbacks and just horror movie esque cuts in it. Fantastic. Watched it every time after that.
no, but there were definitely times where we'd be pulling up to unload, and you would see the doors open,
Yep.
and you're like, "Come on, come on, come on, come on!" And
Yep.
then you'd like just. I mean, I never found where the exit door was to bypass it, which I'm sure it was pretty easy. But Mariachi Cobra playing one of the two bands that has been here since day one of Epcot. You know what the second one is, Tony?
Tenors of Freedom.
No, try again.
Chords of Patriotism.
Closer.
Voices of
Yes.
Liberty.
There you go. But I will say back to Maelstrom, there are some amazing shots in that. One of my favorites is the ballerina and just the setup for it all. But
Oh,
yes,
in the movie.
the quick cuts and everything was a bit much.
It was so crazy.
So we're going into Mexico.
The way it was designed to be entered from.
Was it?
Yeah, that was the longstanding rumor, is not so much that particular pathway, but the idea that you would go through a small pathway and stumble upon the pyramid and shroud it in the trees and everything like that. And then the decision was made, well, it doesn't look as a whole throughout the whole thing imposing. So
You mean people didn't know about the Diagon Alley inside? I'm sorry.
Basically.
And again, I don't drink, so this is just my hot take. I hate that Epcot is all about alcohol, and I hate that there is always like an hour and a half wait for Cava Tequila. Cava del Tequila.
So, forgive me. If you don't drink, why are you trying to go over there?
No, it's more of just this massive traffic
Crowd
pattern.
inside. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were complaining about the wait to get in there.
No, if people want to wait to get in here, it's up to them. There we go. Landscape near the volcano Figment. I can't see where Figment is. I'm guessing he's in the shape of the volcano, but there we go.
Pull back. Yeah, I don't know what is Figment about this.
I mean, I know he's in there somewhere, but yeah, it is too dark. Oh, never mind.
Ah,
Yeah.
there you go.
It's like he's in Hawaii trying to push the island off further from America.
I didn't want to rent my home off it.
There's a volcano erupting in Hawaii right now. But yeah, I've been, coming into this park for years and years and years. And it has always been, just like we were talking about, Maelstrom, 15 minutes. You know, El Tempo de Rio, even Three Caballeros, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But when there's a line to get in, because people are doing the tequila tasting,
Yeah.
and that's just my hot take, does not represent the drinking patronage of Laughing Place.
Well, I do drink, not often, but I'm not opposed to it, is my point. But Epcot has absolutely become bar culture throughout the whole park. And it's funny because I think of when they closed Pleasure Island and they said this is not bar culture and nightclubs and these kind of things aren't the family friendly atmosphere we're striving to make at Walt Disney World. And then a year later, they did Trader Sam's in California, and then shortly after that, Trader Sam's in Polynesian, and then Abracadabar, and all these themed bars. And then Epcot now has festivals all but 5 weeks out of the year, which celebrate drinking. So, yeah, like this is. I always make the joke: if you are going to Epcot at night, like I know I'm doing later, but like you're going to see an influx of crowd there because that's dinner and drinks.
Yeah.
Especially on weekends.
Now, I can remember coming in the early years for, this has really turned into get off our lawn talk with Tony and Jeremiah. In the early years, there were quite a few cast members that were let go because of food and wine.
Yep.
And it's not even like, I can't even think of like, is there a wine booth anymore at Food and Wine? Isn't it just all alcohol? I mean, not that wine isn't alcohol, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Is there? I know that like all the booths have.
Yeah, it's a
Something.
small.
But I'm trying to remember, like, because I think of the old Wonders of Life / Festival Center, and they would have the seminars and the tastings, stuff like that. Do they even do that anymore?
No.
Or is that in the World Showplace thing now?
No, even there, I can't think of what was in there this past year, but it's the booth inside is a specific booth that you can only access in there.
He's so close.
But anyway, yes. Sadly, the alcohol has become the main focus of all the festivals. I mean, even this one went from amazing art to, hey, here's some fun drinks.
If you don't believe us too about what the whole thing we're talking about, just look around whenever you're there at the park, or you could probably go back in this live stream and see when we just going to call it out. You'll find somebody wearing the Drinking Around the World shirts, and it's a checklist, and they're marking them off as you go. For the last 5 years, at least, every time I've gone to Epcot, I've seen at least one party wearing them.
I surprisingly have not seen any of those today.
Okay.
But yes, and again, the things that chap my hide, the Drinking Around the World, Epcot 1982, and they have Norway and Morocco on there. Yeah.
Oh, there.
Not there in 1982, folks.
It's true.
Anyway, get off our lawn.
Did you already claim your prizes? Because you can do that ahead of time.
Of course I did. I knew that this would be a challenge to do, and I also don't like walking up to cast members and going, hi, I need to do this while the camera's sitting inside their face. So oh, look, there's a bench over here in some shade. Right next to the Joffreys.
Who's Ashes?
This will hurt you. I don't know if you just heard it.
I missed it.
Who's Asha?
If only more people saw that movie, especially before. Never mind.
Yeah, you're arguing
Hey,
against the
watch it.
person. So yes, once you complete all of the scavenger hunt, you can go to many different places, and it is kind of a paint by numbers, but it's
But it's
actually
stickers, right?
stickers by number. Yeah. So you can see, oh, that's all just warning about don't put a plastic bag on your head. Yeah. So, and they have 4 different ones. They're all different figment. I chose this one because I love this one the most. And I'll actually do this where in the past it's been, for the flower and garden, there have been watering pots, food and wine. There's been, oh no, there's flower and garden where they also had mini cornhole.
The mini cornhole one was the strangest one to me.
Yeah.
My favorite one was from a few years ago at Festival of the Arts, where it was a sculpt. I think it
Yes.
was Mickey and Goofy and Figment and others, and that you could paint, and I like that one a lot.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see what they choose. Like they try to change it up each year, which is good because I want to say the first few years of one of them, it was the same prize every year. And I just kind of went, I don't need it. Just give me the map.
It's funny because I'm literally looking at it right now, the orange bird watering pot from the flower and garden one last year, because we saw it at Cast Connection when we went with a friend of ours November, and it was $1. Yeah, so we got it from a friend of ours, before a friend of ours who loves orange bird.
Yeah, when I did that scavenger hunt, got the caterpillar watering pot because, how
You don't
often you
see
see the caterpillar?
Yeah.
From Alice in Wonderland.
Do they still do the wall where you can paint and get the bookmark?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've not done any of the pictures of it because just like many of the things, it has become more of a social fodder. So the line is usually very long, and then you walk up, and it's somebody trying to paint with one hand and hold their phone with the other. But it is very cool, something you can come and do multiple times throughout the day. But it is over by the Imagination Pavilion down what used to be the Rose Bowl.
Are you doing the paint by sticker right now?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
I'm just sitting here because I'm looking at Asia. Actually, I'm looking at a tree,
I
but
thought it was Asha.
yeah, depends on what part of Jersey you're from.
Either way, go watch Wish. You should have done it.
I will let you
Yeah.
talk about that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that does it for us. Like Tony said, later tonight we have Park Stock. Tomorrow we
In
have
theory.
Disney Trivia Live with Dewey and Gideon. I don't believe that I have another walk and talk this week, but you never know. Keep track
The
of us.
best way to get notified when we do go live is to like, subscribe, ring that bell, all that jazz.
And we are posting schedules on their socials as they come out each week. So it's a good way to plan your week around Laughing Place. Yeah. Because that's what Tony and I do.
Basically.
Thank you.
From EPCOT at the International Festival of the Arts, where Jeremiah is going to go do some stickering later. Farewell, everybody.
Auf Wiedersehen.